Regulation EC 767 of 2009 is the backbone of EU feed law. It applies to livestock feed and to pet food, because in the EU, pet food is legally considered feed. This regulation sets the rules for placing products on the market, and it defines exactly what every label must include. Regulation 767 of 2009 has three main objectives. First, it ensures clear and reliable labeling so that everyone, from farmers to pet owners, can understand exactly what is in the feed. Second, it guarantees the safe and lawful use of feed. And third, it provides transparency and trust across the market, so products can move freely within the EU. Article 15 of Regulation 767 of 2009 lays down the general mandatory labeling requirements for all feed. This means that every feed placed on the market must carry some basic information. First, the label has to indicate the type of feed, whether it's feed material, a complete feed, or a complementary feed. Second, it must give the name and address of the feed business operator who is responsible for the labeling. If the establishment has an approval number, that number must also be shown. Third, the label must carry a batch or lot reference number, and it must clearly state the net quantity, expressed in mass for solid products or in volume for liquid products. The label must list any feed additives used under the heading Additives and in line with the authorization rules that apply to each additive. These requirements form the foundation of EU feed law. In addition, there are further specific mandatory labeling requirements, for example, for compound feeds. At Clarientis, our mission is to make compliance straightforward in the EU and beyond. We help companies prepare labels that are accepted by the authorities, reducing the risk of rejections or costly rework. We support smooth market access across Europe and international markets. And above all, we give our clients confidence that their compliance is strong, not just today, but as regulations continue to evolve. This was just a short overview of what feed law requires. At Clarientis, we provide regulatory consulting and training, helping companies stay compliant in the EU and beyond. If you'd like to keep receiving practical updates, join our free newsletter. Just write to help@clarientis.com. Thank you.